Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you can hear me. I'm at the gym and I've been trying to stay on my game of doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Mindful eating when I'm hungry. Something like that sounds so simple. Just eat when you're hungry. But it doesn't work like that when you have some type of, sometimes when you have anxiety or depression, you don't just eat when you're hungry. You eat when you're hungry, you're sad, you're overwhelmed. The only time I feel like I'm really not eating is like I'm so depressed that I'm not really getting out of bed. Besides that, any other time, you know, my issue is that I am overeating because my stomach could still only hold but so much, and I eat that small amount, but instead of just leaving it for the next day, I would go back later. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but I mean, I'll eat. I'll feel like I'm full, even though I've only had a small portion, and then 2 hours later, or maybe 3 hours later, I feel like I'm starving. And then that would cause me to go back to that same plate that I made earlier, and I would probably finish it then. So, you know, a plate of food is like two servings for me. And so what I realized is that something that's so simple I should have known, but I get it now, that if I know that that's probably going to happen, make sure that whatever I am making is something that's healthy. And a lot of times I wasn't doing that, because a lot of times, you know, especially right after surgery when the weight was coming off, I was like, the first time in a long time I was like pain-free. So I was doing so many things with my daughters, taking them places that I couldn't take them before because I couldn't walk for too long. And you know, you go out to dinner, and the meals were not always healthy. You know, burgers and fries, those kind of things. And even though I could never finish it, I, you know, could finish a half of it. And so again, go home. Hours later, you're starving. And you feel like I haven't eaten anything. So you go back to your leftovers. So now, after lots of discussion with my therapist, things that I should already know, if you know you're going to want to snack later, you know you're going to want to be, you will be hungry later, then make sure what you're going back to is healthy. Protein, vegetable, if you can have zero carbs, as far as like rice, pasta, then fine. That would be the best thing, protein and a vegetable, if you know you're going to go back. So, like I said, it's something so simple that I should just know, but it's like, a lot of times that's my problem. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't do it. But I tell you one thing, when I started having all this pain creep back up into my body, I said, oh, no. Something, Like, I put on a lot of weight. My surgery was in 2016, and my lowest, I believe it was 244 or 240. And my highest, as far as I go into the regain, is literally 299. Never hit the 300, because as a big person, you know, like if you're 250 pounds, okay, I'm 250, 249, oh my God, I'm 250. But when you're 299, in your mind, you kind of justify, well, I'm at 300 yet, because you see the 2. And the thing is, I haven't seen the 300, and I just was saying to my therapist, I said, I got to get on the ball now, because I'm starting to have pain through my body more than what I had before. And I don't want that pain. I don't want pain. I can't live. The pain is terrible. I already have back issues that I can't resolve, and knee issues that I have all, you know, and I realized it was probably from what I was eating, inflammation in my body. So, you know, with all the medicine the doctor's trying to give me, the most important thing I realized was ginger, turmeric, those kind of things were helping me. Trying to saute things on top of the stove, baking, less frying, low carb, really low carb. Try to have a protein shake, either to start the day, a protein shake, Premier Protein I would have, or, and I know a lot of people, they only did the Premier Protein for like the first 3 months after surgery, but I find that it's a great breakfast for me if I have that. If I have a Premier Protein at 10 a.m. and then I have a boiled egg at 11, I'm good into the afternoon. You know, my issue is that I'm really lazy, and sometimes I want to just reach for something that's quick. So I started saying, I just got to watch what I bring in the house, because if I only have certain things in the house, then I'm forced to have to only make certain things. You know, it's really a mental thing, and I don't think anybody ever tells you that until you're suffering and going through it. It's just not as easy as somebody has just made your stomach smaller, because your brain is still the same. And even with having surgery in 2016, I had more years of being unhealthy than years of being healthy, you know. So now from the 299, I'm down to, 288. I went to the doctor 2 days ago, and my scale was the same as the doctor's scale. So I said, okay, I'm on point. Let me just keep doing it. And he said to me, I don't care if you lose 3 pounds a month, 2 pounds a month. It's because if it comes off slow, that's fine. It does nothing. You don't need to come off fast. I said, well, I'm going through menopause, so there's no fast weight loss for me. So even though I've lost some weight, it's really been a struggle. When I was much younger, I could have done it no problem, but things are slowing down in my body, you know. I know I'm not the only one. This is something that a lot of us are going through. Yeah. Okay, guys, wanted to check in. I was so shocked. I was so used to wearing my mask when I came in here, and nobody had a mask. And then I realized, you know, here's my mask here, that, you know, the mandate for New York City, I believe that when you're inside places, you don't have to wear it, even though I believe that's going to change any day now, because the numbers are rising. So they probably are going to make us put masks back on. But I will tell you, it's kind of nice just to see people are spread out in here. Nobody's next to each other. But just, you know, that mask, it takes away the connection you have between even you and a stranger. You're just seeing people's eyes, and you don't see a person smile or frown or whatever, you know. So it takes away from, I don't know, the connection that, you know, you have just with whether it's your neighbors or strangers in the street. Everybody's like in there hustle and bustle and rush and with their masks on, and it's like nobody even talks to each other anymore, you know. So I'll be happy for the day that this is really something from the past that we can you know, go back to. I was just thinking last night, I said all of us are going to have a certain, you know, for the future, when we look back, there's going to be probably a 2 or 3 year period where we were wearing masks, and the newer generation that comes, they're not going to understand, well, why did everybody have masks on in the pictures? And that'll be a story to tell, that this is something that we were going through at that time, and, you know, everyone had to wear masks and everything we went through, but I know we'll get through it. So, okay, guys, just wanted to check in and let you know I'm working on this regain like everybody else. It is truly a lifelong journey. And anybody considering, I will say it and say it and say it, anyone considering having weight loss surgery, please, 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 if you suffer with any anxiety or depression, really get in contact with a good therapist that can help you work through those issues before you even start the process of surgery. Because some people can have their surgery within 3 to 4 months. I actually waited 6 months because I made a mistake with one of my appointments. But some people can get it approved as early as 3 months unless they changed it. You know, each city is different. And in 3 months, if you just go to a doctor and they say, well, go to this appointment, and then you'll get approved. Fine, you get approved. But guess what? This is the issue. Our thinking. Nobody works on that. So you're eating less, and if you have insecurities, those insecurities are still going to be there. If you're in a relationship that is loveless, sweetie, that relationship's not going to get any better. I could attest to that. It just doesn't. For some people, they lose a lot of weight, and they look at the person they're with, and they start to realize there's more to life. There's more that I want to do. And sometimes those relationships don't last. However, there are some that couples get together. Sometimes couples get together and do it. Sometimes you have the husband supporting a wife, or the wife supporting the husband. And it's great. And I've seen some of those situations on Instagram where husband and wife have gotten surgery, or the husband has supported the wife. It's beautiful. But I think more times than not, you know, sometimes there's a breakdown in the relationship because your physical appearance is changing, and sometimes you might be getting more attention than you're used to getting. You know, I think that was something I was dealing with, having a couple of people ask me out, and instead of being happy about it, I was like appalled, because these were the same people that saw me in my community all the time. But all of a sudden, oh, hey, we should go for coffee, or hey, we should go for a drink. And it's like, why? Why would you want to go for a drink with me now? You know, so my thing is that I didn't trust anybody, because I'm just like, at least with my children's father, he accepted me no matter what, at my biggest, at my worst. So he didn't want me to get the surgery, but guess what? I had to do what I had to do for myself. But for someone to know you for years, see you, never talk to you in a certain way, just hi and bye, and then you lose weight, so you're looking different, and you know, your confidence is coming out more, and all of a sudden this person asks you out, and it's like, really? No, I'm good. You know, and I'm sure maybe somebody else would have went out with him and this and that, but for me, if you didn't want to even, you know, you didn't want to have coffee when I was at my biggest and I couldn't barely breathe walking. And I get it. It's not attractive. I get it. And even if the person would have talked to me at my biggest, I probably, for me, because there's so many emotional things going on, I probably would have been like, oh, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. So I know a lot of it is my stuff. And this is why I'm saying, anybody considering having surgery, work on your stuff now. You know, grow your confidence, do what you need to do, so that when you do get approved, it really can be your second starting of everything good for your life. And if you're emotionally stable in all ways, you might be able to lose the weight and keep it off and really make a lifestyle change. So I wish everyone the best. I hope everyone's family is well. Today is, I believe today is July 29th. Okay? Alright guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe by hitting the bell. So whenever I do a video, I don't do them that often, but you know, when I do a video, you will get a notification. Please don't hesitate to leave me a comment. I appreciate all my comments. I always get positive comments. I've never got anything negative, and I thank God for that. I've always gotten encouraging comments, and I thank you. Okay, guys, this is Thursday, so maybe I'll be able to do another video when I do my next weigh-in. Okay, maybe next week, or I try not to do it every week. I kind of want to give myself like to weigh in like every 9 days or so, because y'all can get crazy with the scale. So I don't want to do that. And as my therapist has told me, I really don't have to get on the scale. She said if you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing and you're eating well, you know the weight will come off. So you might need the confirmation of getting on the scale, but if you're doing the right thing, it's all going to come into place. And I believe her. So whatever I do, whenever it is, I'll document it and I'll come and do another video. Okay guys, take care. Everyone be well.